of socials for Amazon Prime Video. Apologies for the last message. That was an accident and will not be happening again. They shot him right at his damn desk. They killed the man. Drake reportedly shuts down restaurant for dinner with 18-year-old model Bella Harris. Let's see here. Let's see. Born April 20th, 2000. Okay, then. B20. Heard you can screw watermelons. Buy personal watermelon. Cuts a round hole. Starts screwing watermelon. Took like 40 minutes. Not much better than fapping. Felt shame. Buried melon in a shallow grave. Come summertime, that melon grew in the backyard. Family eats them. You don't want any melon, Anon? No. Never had watermelon since. Sure. Most of Robert Liston's surgeries, from amputations to tumor removals, were done in just 5 minutes. He also famously killed 3 people while performing surgery on a single person. The only surgery to have a 300% death rate. An Asian MIT student asked AI to turn an image of her into a professional headshot. It made her white with lighter skin and blue eyes. That reminds me of that joke they had in that show Woke, where the successful black comic artist, when they showed his photo initially for publicity, they made him whiter, and then after he did something that the public didn't like, they made him darker. Like, good God, it's getting insane. One sneeze and my trainer's kids go flying into the air. What? Physics, am I right? God, that took me a second. Devoted wife continues to care for husband after traumatic brain injury, and so does her new husband. What? Kristen and James Armstrong posed for a family photo with Brandon Smith and their 3 children. Right? Me in your sock after eating the crunchy bits? Bro, what the Yep, yeah. God damn it. You buying this as the same person? This user has digitally manipulated the second image to enlarge the woman's breasts for some reason. Oh, the internet has become the worst thing we've ever invented. FBI raid at NSA employee's home reveals over 16 million pics. FBI agents have discovered an estimated 16 million pictures of men's genitals, also known as pics, during a raid on an NSA employee's home this weekend. My dear, my darling honey bun, you need to realize that the internet out there, well, there's more than just 16 million pictures of dicks out there for you. You don't have to hoard other people's dick pics when you can just look them up for free. And then, when your home gets raided, no one gives because they're like, oh, you just like looking at pictures of It's pretty normal, I think. Country in Africa that starts with K. None of them begin with the letter K. The closest is Kenya, which starts with a K sound, but is actually spelled with a K sound.
What the
Stop it. I don't like it. I went to 14 funerals in a year's span. All were homicides, too. Is you the killer? Yeah, that sounds about right. Meet Jeff Dabe. He's had spectacular hands since birth. Wasn't this guy also like a champion arm wrestler? I mean, it feels almost like cheating because one of his fingers is thicker than my wrist, for crying out loud. And of course she would be pleased, right? Woman with 9 months left to live asks husband if she can sleep with ex one last time. Well, that sure would be a request to make. Ain't that the truth? What do you consider your greatest sexual achievement? Haven't slept with my wife in over a year and still had a baby. Apparently sperm can survive for a long time in the uterus, and when this happens, the color of the baby's skin gets darker. Oh man, when are we gonna stop that particular joke? Family of man eaten by bedbugs gets $4 million settlement, still fighting for reform at county jail. Yeah, I remember this happening. That's one of the scariest and most disgusting goddamn things I've ever heard in my entire life. It made me violently ill. I was just absolutely freaking sick. This is beyond anything I could have imagined. Be me, 21, super straight male. Get horny one night and decide to use the local glory hole. Actually kinda enjoy it. Halfway through, the person on the other side moans. It's a guy's moan, realizing I've been sucking a man's cock this entire time. You idiot. God. Why don't you ask first? Adult superstar Johnny Sins joining James Gunn's Superman legacy as Lex Luthor.
What?
Dude, if this man had the acting chops, which, I don't know, he might, we don't know, we've never seen him do anything but porno acting, if he really even has tried, but this feels like something that James Gunn would absolutely be game for if this guy brought a performance. If Johnny Sins
Weet ik hem de
showed
tekst
up
voor je daar.
and put in the work, James Gunn would legitimately consider it. Oh, it's great. 84-year-old man fined $293,000 for possessing a German World War II tank that he kept in his basement. Why was he fined for it? It was just sitting in his basement. And hang on, how big is this motherfucker's basement? Someone asked me for a nude, so I sent them a really zoomed-in picture of Gordon Ramsay's forehead wrinkles and said it was my cleavage. Then they sent a wanking video, and now I'm in tears. Some guy just wanked over Gordon Ramsay's forehead. Thank you. That's great. I don't think Gordon Ramsay consented to this. Female tenant arrested for squeezing landlord's Okay, we read this in another dang video, or I read it earlier in this one. I don't think I did. I don't know. My brain's not really working. I'm still confused, okay? Be me, 16, have a GF of 2 years, always been self-conscious of her cheating on me, decide to make a fake account and hit her up on Snapchat. She doesn't suspect a thing. Eventually convinced to trade nudes. She loves it and sends pics of her ass and tits. She tells me how she would go behind her boyfriend's back and screw me whenever she could. Still going on. I don't know if I should tell her or keep going. Well, I think that you should tell her. I don't know why you would keep going with this. That seems kind of odd. Yeah, I would tell her. Yeah. Thought I was looking at a butt for a minute. All right, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, I see. Yep. I get why. In 1999, a waitress named Tonda was tipped a lottery ticket and won $10 million. She was sued by her co-workers for their share. Then she was sued by the customer who tipped her the ticket. Then she was sued by the IRS and almost kidnapped by her ex. Now, when it comes to winning the lottery, aren't there states or counties or whatever that, don't allow you to anonymize yourself when accepting the money? I feel like it should be required that you at least have the option. If I won however much money in a lottery win, I sure as shit am not going to be telling anyone. Not until I know for sure that I can trust them. I've got people in my life immediately that I could go, dude, I just won $500 million. Yeah, I'm going to give you 10 mil, or I'm going to buy you a new car, I'm going to buy you a house, I'm going to blah, 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 do all this crap, They know I'll take care of them. It's all these psychopaths like, oh, her ex that almost kidnapped her and such. And I understand, to a certain extent, the person that gave her the ticket going, oh, come on, please, man. Look, it's a life-changing amount of money for anybody. However, you tipped them a lottery ticket. Why? Probably because you thought it was fucking worthless, but it has enough sentiment behind it, I suppose, that, I don't know, maybe you two have rapport enough. However, no, the co-workers do not deserve a share. I'm sorry, it was tipped to them, and if they lost, you wouldn't be begging for a piece of the fucking paper, now would you? I don't know. This type of crap is just, nah. If you tip somebody, or you gift somebody a lottery ticket, and you do not specify, hey man, if you win, I get half, and they don't agree to it, then I'm sorry, you're shit out of fucking luck now, ain't you? It's too bad. Alright, hold on a second here. Even though the inside of the car was a rat hole, an uncle moved from another car and sat down in front of me. I'm sorry, but I'm a man. Oh, man decides to dress up as schoolgirl to combat molesters on trains and ends up being molested. All right. Congratulations. My little cousin tried some... Oh, I see. That's great. That's great. I hope everybody has a good day.
Because, well... I didn't think there was gonna... This message didn't pop up when I started recording. Goodbye.